Praise God, family. Pastor Mel here. Listen, whether you got connected with our marriage enrichment, young adult ministry, or serving in the children's shelter, even the nursing home, whether you met us in person or online, we are a small church making a big impact. But we got a message for you. Come grow with us. Hello, family. We're going to get this party started in just one moment. Let me say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, my father's children, as we try to administrate a little bit. I hope your day has gone well and been full of the joy that your heart has desired. Okay, I think I got it. Almost there. You know, when you don't have the staff in place, it can mess you up, but I think I got it there. Okay. I see a few people joining in. Want to say good evening and Merry Christmas. La Tarica. I hope I got your name right. If I didn't, please forgive me. Thank you for joining in with us. I have two guests, and I may have one other guest coming in just one moment. I'm going to be bringing them into place, and we're grateful for every single one of you. Once again, Merry Christmas. What a different type of Christmas has been for all of us, I'm sure. But nonetheless, I pray that you've experienced some Jesus joy. Now, what I want to be talking about this evening is we're going to fast forward a little bit because we need to get some things accomplished and in view for 2021. And the worst thing we can do is wait for the arrival and have had no concrete plans or preparations for what's coming. So we're going to be talking about literally making your new year better with some new streams of income. And I hope that subject doesn't rub you the wrong way. But if you're anything like most of the people I know, you want your new year to have some newness in it. And in many cases, not for all, certainly not for all, that's going to require some new income coming in. And we're going to show you how to do that. We got Lady T is in the house. I see her in the comments. She says, Merry Christmas as well. Let me introduce you to a couple of our guests, and we're going to give a big shout out to one of our new team members, in fact, coming on today. But let me first bring in Minister Lisa. Let me get her in place. Minister Lisa, can you hear and see us okay?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You look lovely as always. Merry Christmas to you, darling.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Let me get Miss Sonora in place. She is our newest team member. Sonora, can you hear us and see us okay?
I can. Good evening. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and good evening. And let me just say my heart goes out because today you've been struggling in particular, had a fever. Let me see. We got some background noise. Can y'all hear that? Where's that coming from? The television? All right, there you go.
It might have been my TV. I hit mute. Sorry.
No problem. Thank you so much. But I know that you've been having some fever and dealing with that, and I know you're going to go get tested and all that. So I'm going to ask the Saints. Pastor Greg, good to see you, sir. I'm going to ask the Saints to be lifting you up. I'll be doing the same. And but I'm congratulating you at the same time because today is the official day on Christmas of 2020 of your partnership with Travorium. So we're excited for you. Congratulations and hats off. And I know that you are a savvy entrepreneur and business person. So we're excited about that. And we're going to be talking about that in just a moment. I got our other guest coming in, just like he's been in the snow here. Pastor Danny, how are you doing? Merry Christmas to you, my brother.
How you doing?
Excellent. Who's the princess right there you got with you?
I got Emma right here.
Hey, Emma.
I just walked in the house. I just got off work. And,
all right. So. I understand, man. Well, listen, let's get this party started. We need to get into the conversation. Baltimore, it's good to see you, darling. Let's start with Minister Lisa. Here we are. We're celebrating Christmas, but we're taking some time to literally help those who have an ear to hear, help those particularly who even have a need to begin to make preparations. Everything requires planning. If it's going to be something that, is worth talking about and you don't plan for it, then shame on us. And all of us together, individually and collectively, we're making some pretty significant plans as it relates to 2021. We don't have a crystal ball. We're not into that. God is not, just promised a bed of roses or anything like that. But he showed us something that, based upon what we've seen already, by just sticking to the plan and doing what it is we're already doing and locking arms with the right people, some amazing things are going to be happening. So, some of it has already happened, but more amazing things are going to be happening for 2021. Minister Lisa, let me ask you, what are some of the plans that you're excited about thus far for 2021?
Well, one thing I'm really excited about moving forward.
Okay.
I'm excited about the increase that I feel that is coming. I'm excited about those who I have probably not even met yet, but they're going to become a part of our tribe, and I'm excited about, because one thing that I've learned is that, as you were saying, success is inevitable if you plan. It's intentional. Whatever it is that we want in life, if we plan it, I will plan and write the vision, write it, because that is our road map to success, and anything, I just believe that anything that we desire, that our hearts desire, once we point our mind in that direction and begin to work towards it, you're going to achieve it. Mm-hmm. This season, it's going to take locking arms. It's going to take networking. It's going to take working with each other. And that's why one of the things that I hear you say a lot, we don't want everybody. Mm-hmm. We're not looking for everybody. No. Because everybody won't fit in. And so you have to be very careful with who you join up with.
Absolutely.
You have to be very careful with who you join up, because one person can pull down everything that you built up. And one thing that we're about serving people.
Right. Thank you for
that's about us, but we're about serving people. And that's my ultimate goal in 2021, is to add value to somebody else's life.
That's so good. I'm so glad you said that. Sonora, I want to hear from you. You're brand new. This is your number one day. We'll never forget it because it's Christmas, right? So you gave a gift to yourself. And shout out to Coach Tanya, your cousin, who extended this to you some time ago. But, sometimes it's a matter of timing. And sometimes it's what Minister Lisa said. The person that we're reaching out to may not be the person at all. It's just not them. What made you make the decision, especially, come on, it's Christmas. What made you make the decision to get started with us today inside of the company called Travorium?
Well, I made the decision today because waking up this morning and I did not feel good at all. We've lost a lot of things this year. And I said, you know what? I woke up. I can breathe. I can smile. Why put off my dreams, my goals one more day?
Yes.
No sense. So I was already excited about this way back when, but and I let those life distractions stop my life. Right. And I was doing for others.
Right.
Today, I'm still gonna do for me, and I'm still gonna do for others, but I'm not gonna stop doing for me.
Powerful principle.
So I'm in the bed. I don't look the prettiest, but I'm still smiling. God is still blessing me with this smile, so I'm here.
There you go. I can see it bubbling up.
I am here.
I can see it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background, the type of work, career path that you've been in thus far.
My career path has mostly been working in the dental field. I worked in dentistry for maybe about 8 years. Before I started in dentistry, I worked as a flight attendant for probably about 4 or 5 years. And then I got pregnant with my son, and I refused to be walking up and down the aisle. So I had to find another alternative to take care of my family. So I went into dentistry. I was in the dental office, so I thought that was a safe bet. But I did not like the clinical side of it. So I went more to the paperwork side and the marketing for the dental office and selling of procedures. So I was a natural salesperson, even in dentistry.
Wow.
Currently, right now, I work for the largest school district in Ohio in the accounting department. No sales involved. So I'm not fulfilling what I think is my true calling, which is selling, but I'm paying my bills.
Right.
But I missed the travel. I missed the travel. I went so many places when I was a flight attendant, and I want to be able to take my son to all those great places I went, like Africa and Paris and Amsterdam. And my cousin has been talking nonstop about this company, nonstop.
There you go.
She takes a trip. She says, you were supposed to be with me on this trip. If you would have did this.
Right.
So
Right.
I chose today to tell her to hush your mouth.
Hush up.
Signed up.
She good to go now. But we're going to do this thing together. That's what's the most exciting part about me. Thank you for sharing that. Pastor Danny, man, we're excited for you, and we're always seeing you with the grandkids and the kids. And man, you're a family man. What really has motivated you this year to keep going? You fought through some health issues. You got some parents that have been quite ill. You've been dealing with some excruciating pain off and on, it seems like, all the time. But you don't stop. Tell us what inspires you, and what is it that is your plan for 2021?
Well, I mean, what inspires me is these grandkids.
Right.
And you got to keep going. You can't let things get you down. And one thing I learned, and I want to congratulate Sonora. I don't know if I said her name right. You're in the right company. You're in the right place. Congratulations. You've joined a winning team, and you're going to learn that with this team, not only are you involved with a great company, but there's a great mentorship through Pastor Mel, through Miss Lisa and Tanya, Apostle Deborah. The great mentorship you're going to receive is well worth the investment you made. Trust me, believe me. But one thing I learned a long time ago, Pastor Mel, is if you want something different tomorrow, you got to make a change today.
Write it down.
And my mentor told me, he said it like this: "What you're living in, whatever you're living in this year, is what you confessed and worked towards last year."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you want a brighter tomorrow, what are you going to do different?
Right.
What changes are you going to make? And this is with anything in life.
Right.
If you want to lose weight, what are you going to start doing today?
Oh, don't say that. Come on.
Anything you want to do in life, you've got to start. You got to put some effort to it and some motion to it. You want to be a successful business person? What are you going to do different?
Yeah. And
do you want 2020 to be the same as 2021? I don't think nobody wants that.
Right.
What are we going to do different? What's going to drive you to change?
Right.
What things do you need in your life?
Right.
And I'm talking spiritually, mentally, financially, all of it.
All aspects.
You've got to make some steps forward and invest in yourself, because one, nobody's going to care more about yourself than you are.
Right.
And you're the most valuable person to yourself. So you've got to make a step forward, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you.
Nobody's going to, even when it's uncomfortable, and even as in the case of yourself, you've had some health issues, you've had some setbacks, you had some time. Right. You're in a hospital. It's not much you can do with IVs and all that type of stuff. But as soon as you were able to rebound, you plug right back in right away, and that says a lot.
Right. To me, this is part of my family, and I love being a part of this family. And I feel like I hadn't been a part of it for a while, but and I've been absent. But I've always tried to watch the feeds and try to keep up. Absolutely. But you got a family to me, and that means more to me than just a business, I guess I could say.
Absolutely.
The business is great, and the worst thing you can do in this company, the absolutely worst thing you can do in this company, is enjoy some awesome vacations.
Worst case scenario.
It's a worst case scenario. So we've got great products. We've got great vacations. We get great products through the Forex and through the training. Great leadership from the top all the way down.
Absolutely.
Just great people that not only care about making you successful, but just care about you individually.
Right.
Personally, they take personal interest in you and care about you.
That's
and
it, man.
That means a lot. You're not just a number.
Right.
You're an individual that they want to help succeed.
That's it. You're telling nothing less than the truth. I want to shout out to my main man. Just enjoyed the 34th anniversary. Pastor Greg, much love to you. And Pastor Donna, Minister Baltimore is in the house. Oscar, good to see you, man. Bless you. Baron Wiley, my friend, good to see you. Gerald, much love, brother. Love those pictures. Ricky, good to see you. Dr. Moses, man, we're praying and lifting you up. And Sister Abby, I understand you both were diagnosed with the COVID as well. We are lifting you up, sir. So much love to you. Listen, here's what we're going to do. And we're not going to take a long time to do it. I want to kind of break down some information, and we'll continue the conversation. These persons are what you see is what you get, just as I am. I mean, nothing to hide, full disclosure, transparency. We haven't arrived, but we are on a journey, and we wouldn't trade none for it. Whether we got started today, like Sonora or myself, been in position for 3 years, but my God, I'm telling you, what a gift it has been over these past 3 years. Think about this, guys. If you're watching this broadcast, whether live or replay, if you don't have a vision, the word teaches us that we're going to perish. We stagnate. We miss the mark because we can't see further than where we are. And we spend so much time, so much energy, so much effort just dealing with where we are without any insight or foresight, I should say, for where it is that we should be fixing our eyes to go. Now, if you drove your car like that, whatever your vehicle is, I'm sure that it has a whole lot of dings in it at a minimum. Probably has a whole lot more than that damage on it. Because if all you do is when you drive is look at where you are and not where you're going to be in trouble. That's how it is in life. So the first thing we want to impress upon you, there's a gentleman, we want to encourage you to get his book. If you have not gotten it, you should go on YouTube, look him up. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. He's written several books, but I'm just going to break down some of the things he said out of the cash flow quadrant. Why is this relevant? Because if you're going to have a new year and you're going to have some new streams of income, you're not going to get that. It's not going to fall out the sky. It doesn't just happen. Just because you're a nice person and you're cool, you're suave, charismatic or what, it doesn't work like that. You have to put some kind of seed so that seed can produce a fruit, produce a yield. And that happens in the business sector as Robert Kiyosaki, he breaks this down in a thing called cash flow quadrant. So what we want to help you to do is get in a place and get in a position where you can put the right seed so that seed can bring about a harvest. It's very important because if you put the wrong seed in, you're just going to get what you've already been getting. And most of us will say, well, what I've been getting, that's not getting me really where I want to go. He says that in the first quadrant, meaning 4, is called E for employee. That's where the majority of people live. We spend the majority of our time there, sad to say, but it's true. But only 5% of the wealth there. Get this. Over 90% of the people, 95% of the people are there, but only 5% of the wealth is between what we call the E quadrant at the top left and the S quadrant, the bottom left. That whole left side of the quadrant, that half, you got the employees, and then you have what we call the self-employed. But I'm going to focus on the employees first. Employees, we're working for someone else's vision. Let me put this out there. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, for most of us, that's a basic requirement. It's foundational. That's where you cut your teeth. That's where you get your skills. That's where you learn. I mean, you don't just get out of high school or college and just go to the top. You got to have some kind of experience. It takes experience to get experience, right? So you got to start somewhere. So you start as an employee. You lock on to somebody else's vision. You help that company get better. You help them to become more productive. And that is a means for you to get promoted up the ranks, but you can only go so far, right? And even if you're at the top as an employee, you never own it. You can't will it. You're taxed at the highest levels. In fact, when you do overtime, your tax rate, which is already ridiculous high, is even higher. And you can't give it to your children if they wanted it in the first place. So that's what we call the employee, the E quadrant. But then on that same left side, the self-employed quadrant, here's what happens there. Althea, good to see you. Sharon, good to see you. Demikia, good to see you. Here's what happens in that bottom left quadrant called self-employed. We get a clue. We said, well, you know what? I've been working for so-and-so for all this time. I'm pretty good now. In fact, I think I'm better than them. Everybody keep telling me that. And you go ahead and you start your own business. Maybe it's a salon. Maybe it's, a boutique or cleaners or janitorial service or whatever it is. You just start your own because you've already been doing. You have the skill set, and now you're going to put the administration to it, and you're going to start your own business. So that's your vision. Now, here's what usually happens. You have the skill set, which, by the way, be careful, because just because you have the skill set doesn't mean that you have the administrative acumen, the business skill set to make those two things work. Sometimes it's two different people altogether. So you got to be careful with that. But here's what usually happens. You're working more hours. And the reason you're working more hours, because now not only are you responsible to administrate the business, but now you also have to cover for everybody else who doesn't have the same level of commitment, the same level of loyalty. See, when they need time off or they don't want to show up, they're going to call in. Y'all know folk be calling in with some fake stuff all the time, right? Come on here now. They'll call in a minute. And guess what? You have to cover them no matter what. Why? Because it's your business. It's your baby. It's your vision. And as a result, you find out you're working more hours. You're making more money, but you're working more hours. So you really bought a job. So you're making more money, have less time. So what can you do with it, right? Money is no good if you ain't got time to spend it. So that's the E quadrant, and that's the S quadrant, which is self-employed. In the top right, we call that the business quadrant. Mr. Kiyosaki, he breaks this down, and really this is business systems. And that's what we're going to be focused on this evening. 2021, if you don't do nothing else, and even if it's not with us, no. So listen, we're not looking for everybody. We're looking for the right people. But in 2021, you need to get something as a business system. If it's for no other reason, number one, you can even get more tax deductions just by having your own home-based business. Just that alone. There are hundreds of tax deductions. In fact, we can even show you how from the employment that you have right now on your regular job, we can get more. We can show you how to get more money in every single check just by being a part of business. But with a business system, here's what happens. When you have a business system, it's no longer based upon just your own efforts. God will bless the work of your hands, but he's blessing the work of a whole lot of hands. If I'm a part of a team, teamwork makes the dream work. I love that. You vibe with your tribe. You win together. And man, that's just exciting that when we have Sonora wins and she's brand new, this is the first day in this business. But when she wins and we help her to win, we win by default. It just doesn't get any better than that. So when you have a business system, literally your tax advantages will save you money, even if you haven't begun to make profits yet. My CPA has been doing accounting for 25 years, somewhere in that neighborhood. Part of our team. Why? Because she knows the benefits of our business and how much it saves for her because everybody needs to travel, so forth and so on. So that business owner who has a business system, that quadrant, there's so much wealth there. 95% of the wealth is on the right quadrant, the right side, that right half. It's on the business and it's between the investor. Now, the investor has the most because when you go down south to the the bottom right, that I quadrant, that is what we call the investor quadrant. And that is where Robert Kiyosaki talks about your money will make money for you. And we have something that we're going to be talking about on that in just a moment, because we want to show you very practically how just putting your money in the bank, oh no, not even just mutual funds or stocks. We're going to show you a way. Now, if there's risk involved, we don't make any promises. We don't make any guarantees. But if you go and get the education that we make available for you and you plug into it, you take it serious in a very short period of time, you'll know enough about how you'll be wishing that you would have made these moves much sooner. Trust me, that's my only regret, that I didn't do it sooner. So those are the 4 quadrants, and I wanted to share that first, because if we're going to go into a new year and we want new streams of income, then we're going to have to approach this thing differently. And Mr. David Hart, shout out to the Hart family. They put, hey, Apostle Deborah, much love to you, darling. They put this thing together so powerfully, there's no way to lose. And just so you know, I'm not making this up, I'm going to go to our panel and I'm going to ask them to share with us why it's impossible to lose as a part of the company called Travorium. I'll start with Minister Lisa. Tell us why it's impossible to lose with Travorium.
Why is it impossible to lose?
Impossible.
Oh, wow. First of all, you start off at the gate winning. First of all, the structure that has been implemented for us, we came in winning. So many benefits. First, you come in, you're already getting free vacations once you sign up. When you're, of course, you can come in as a member or as a business partner. I'm a business partner, but either way, once you come in, if you're paying your membership fees, or when you pay your membership fees, we got whatever your membership fee is, whichever package you get, once you pay that fee, I have never seen this anywhere else. Once you pay that fee, you get that fee back times 2. You get that feedback times 2 in Travel Point. So you're already winning right there. And then you get all of the dreamcations that we go on. You can go on for as little as $0, 8 days, 7 nights, $1, 8 days, 7 nights. I've looked at Egypt, I can go to Egypt for 8 days, 7 nights for $7 and some change. Of course, I've looked at Africa, different places in Africa. I can go for $0. I mean, it's a win-win situation. And then on top of that, we're sharing the information because it's such a great business. It's such a great opportunity. And so that's what we're sharing with people. We're sharing with people the opportunity of having their own business, of being able to travel, of being able to be a part of the Forex market, which is the largest financial institution in the world. And you're able to be a part of that. And by sharing, and of course, we're running into people who are like-minded and they want to be a part of this. So now you have residual income coming in just for sharing. And where else are you going to find that? I mean, we run around sharing information all the time. I got a pocketbook from here, or I got a coat from here. I mean, we're advertising for people for free, right, and we're not getting anything out of it. So, I mean, it's a win-win situation. Absolutely. And the compensation plan is so amazing. It's nothing to do but go up higher and higher and higher. Like Pastor Danny said, the worst scenario is you get a bunch of free vacation. I'm like, wow. Oh, and don't forget, if you share it with 3 to 4 people, then you don't even have to pay your monthly payment or your membership fee. You don't have to pay that anymore. So now here you are, you're traveling for free. You're building a business for free. I mean, this is so crazy. It's crazily good, and I love it.
I love your excitement. So, Nora, I see you got a new partner there. Tell us about your new partner and tell us what was the most attractive features for you, being brand new, about what you saw in this opportunity called Travorium.
Well, my new is my chocolate drop, aka Noah. This is my 11-year-old child.
Merry Christmas, Noah.
Hi.
Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
His voice then got deeper, so he himself. The most attractive thing for me, like I said in B, was the fact that I would be able to do traveling as a part of my job. That's what was attractive to me to a flight attendant. Is that, yeah, maybe I had to serve some drinks, possibly save a few nights on rare occasions, but mostly I would be traveling and getting to see parts of the world that I never see before. So, and he's never seen it. So that was my biggest thing, is that now at an age where he can get his own seat on the plane. I don't have to feed him a bottle, none of that.
Yeah.
And we can try things together.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Families who experience this together have such an advantage, not just as a business by itself, that speaks for itself, but the experiences and doing it together. I really can't put a price tag on that type of thing. Pastor Daddy, what say you concerning the most attractive features for you? What are those features and why?
Just the awesome trips. I mean, that's when I first got involved. Of course, we didn't add the Forex, which is throws so much more into the pot that we can take advantage of. I mean, not only, you got to understand, this company has, I don't know how many, Pastor Mill, 4 or 5 different ways you can run a business that you can take advantage of. And Sonora, I know you knew, and I don't even know if you know what you're getting involved in today. You're building something for that young man behind you.
Yeah,
something you're going to be able to pass down. And this company takes care of family.
Very much so.
But you know, we only not only got the trips, we teach you ways to save money. You get discounts on all different kinds of stuff. It's just so many I can't even name. Plus, if you're titanium, is it platinum? You get the hotel vouchers. It's $50 a month. Not hotel, I'm sorry, but restaurant vouchers, which is $50 a month, and just different perks that we can get. And like I said, I know it's 5 different ways that you can develop income, and this is residual income,
right?
And that's what the old folks tell you to build is residual income, money that's coming in every week or every month. Time and time again, it's coming in. No, you look. Even if you build your 3 or 4, if you do nothing else, you're still going to be getting that income. Of course, you're going to want to do more because you're going to want to see more. And one thing about this company is we're not jealous of nobody. We want Sonora. We want you to be higher than Pastor Mill over there.
Absolutely.
I mean, we want, there's no jealousy here.
That's how we win.
We're not slapping nobody back. We're going to help you, and everybody's going to help everybody to succeed as much as possible, and that's what we look for. And be honest, and honestly, that's uncommon in the workplace.
Yeah, very much so.
Uncommon, no matter where you work at, and no matter what you do, because everybody's always trying to get ahead, and they're going to use this person or that person or whatever. We're not like that, and especially this team right here. I can't speak for any other teams, but I can speak for Joshua Generation. We want each and every one of you guys to succeed. And at least I think there's some cops behind you. Every time I look over in that lights blink, I think some cops are trying to pull over. But literally, I'm sure anybody that's new or wants to come aboard, you're in the right place. If you want to come aboard with this company, and especially with this team under the leadership of Pastor Mill and Apostle Deborah, you cannot lose. It's just no way you can lose, because not only with the business side, but we're involved with family. We have prayer sessions.
Yes.
If you're sick, if somebody needs prayer, we get together and pray.
Yes, sir.
Can you think, what job do you have that you can do that? It's not. I can't look. You see this necklace I'm wearing? I have to, when I'm at work, I have to put it under my shirt.
Wow.
I can't display it.
Wow.
This company,
come on.
This company loves the Word of God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
You
don't have to be a Christian to be a part of this company. You don't have to.
Right.
I can tell you this company and the leadership of this company loves the Word of God.
Yeah. You're right.
It's built. Its principles are built on the Word of God.
Absolutely. I love it, man.
You gonna tell me if you got something built on the Word, you tell me how that's gonna fail.
It's not.
It's not.
It's impossible. You win, as you said, from day one. The worst case scenario, you've already said it, would be that you will have a number of free and highly discounted vacations if you failed. So if someone got started, I'm going to say it one more again. The worst case scenario is you will have a number of free and highly discounted vacations that you would have to take. Well, you don't have to take them, but they would be yours to take.
Can I throw one more thing in there, Pastor Man?
Go right ahead.
And when you're taking those great trips, guess what? It's a write-off.
Yes, sir.
It's a write-off on your business.
Absolutely.
Keep up with every receipt you do in 2021. Cell phones.
Come on.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
These pencils, these pens.
That's
it's part of your business.
That's right.
You take vacations. It's a business trip.
Meals and entertainment. It's so many. It's so many. So here's what I'm going to do, guys, for the benefit. It's good to see you, Renee. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Dr. Willie, good to see you. Miss Tiffany, good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. I'm going to cover just a few unique things about this opportunity. And anybody, whether you're watching live or replay, I want to encourage you to get with the person that shared this with you, because we're very serious about helping you win in 2021 with additional streams of income. Now, I'm going to show you there's at least 12 ways you can add some new money into your home. I'm going to cover those very quickly for you, as quickly as I knew how. But first, let me just tell you that when Mr. and Mrs. Hart put this thing together almost 9 years, it was 8 years ago, but we're coming into our 9th year now, they had something that was a gift from God. I believe it is nothing less than that. Number one, just a vision to know that the travel industry itself was an $8.5 trillion annual industry. It's projected to grow over the next 10 years by more, listen carefully, an extra $4 trillion, making it a $12 trillion plus industry. That's a lot of change that's being spent every single year. Now, you're probably saying, well, travel, who's doing that now? Well, it has been minimized. Some said it was dead. Travel was dead. Shame on you. No, certainly not dead. We've had many travel experiences even this year, but it's been greatly reduced. So I'll say it's been sleep. Here's what's going to happen. Most of the experts have believed that by summer of this next year, travel will have not only resumed the level that it was already at, but it'll already be moving into another direction. So be very careful about what you say is dead. It's not dead. It's been sleep, right? It's been in a state of sleep, but certainly not dead. And when it comes back, it's going to go to a whole new level. Who do you think is going to benefit from that new level? The people who are already in the business. So you don't want to get in the business now for the big boom that's coming. We project by midsummer, you're going to see travel at a whole new level. So anyway, the Hart family, they started this company 8+ years ago. And would you also know that 2 of the largest online companies in the world are travel companies? That's Priceline and Expedia. Now, you probably know there's a whole lot of other companies out there. We call them OTAs, online travel agencies. Well, guess what? They are all owned, or more than 80% of them at least, with those 2 companies. So Priceline and Expedia are 2 of the top. They're the largest internet companies in the world, and they're travel companies. And we beat them every single day of the week, hands down, and we'll talk to you about that in just a moment. So they had the vision to start this thing up, and just in the beginning of this year, they also introduced what we call Forex. And very, very quickly, Forex stands for foreign exchange, and that is a matter of national currencies around the world that are traded, similar to the stock market. But of course, in the stock market, they're exchanging stocks. But in the case of the foreign exchange, they're exchanging the currencies. One national rate, their currency is being exchanged for another. And every single day, averaging between $6 to $8 trillion is traded. That's not weekly. That's not monthly. Certainly not annually. That's every single day. Let me also give you this information. There was a time when at a minimum you would need to have at least $100,000 to have as a deposit to even enter and come in the room and sit at the table to even be a player for Forex. 100 grand minimum. There was also a time when your net worth had to be in the millions of dollars to be a player. Well, now, because of the things that have happened worldwide, we have the ability to educate you and put you in position, and literally all you need is a cell phone, and I would say at least $100 to get started. So we show you how to use this to your advantage, because this is what a lot of people don't know. The U.S. stock market, when you look at that, it does a lot of trading. Well, guess what? Forex is 20 times larger than the U.S. stock market. So you got to keep in mind all the billions of dollars that are being traded on a daily basis there, multiply that out, and of course, that's what Forex is doing. So it's an enormous opportunity. So we have put together this plan where you can become not only a travel business owner, but you can plug into our educational platform with Forex and officially become a travel trader. Now, you can do those separately. You can do travel by itself, you can do trade by itself, or you can combine them together, and we believe that's where you get the most bang for your buck, and you'll definitely be in case for adding additional streams of income. I'm going to cover 12 different ways very quickly. Monica, it's good to see you, darling. Merry Christmas. I'm going to cover 12 different ways, and then we're going to have closing comments from our panelists. I want to thank them for being very patient tonight. I'm very excited for their success in 2021 and that we get to share this in concert together. But here's the 12 different ways that you can add income into your home for 2021. In fact, you don't even have to wait to 2021. You can get started right now. Just reach out to the person that shared this with you. Number one, as they've already said, the moment you start and you make your investment into our company, you're really making your investment into yourself. And the reason we say that is because every dollar you invest goes into your own Dreamcation account. Your Dreamcation account is what you can travel from. And those dollars that you put in the first month will be held in escrow, if you will, so that you can use those dollars, same dollars, and tap into the more than 2,000 plus destinations we have around the world. Here's another step. Every single month, no matter what level you're in, you put your money in, and the company matches what you put in. So you're getting $2 for every $1 you're putting in. All of it is tax deductible, of course, and all of it is going to your own benefit. So here it is. You're paying for a business with the exact same dollar that's being used to pay for your vacation. Man, I'm telling you, it's life-changing to be able to do that. Because if you're not using our system, our plan, that means everything that you're doing, you're paying for all of it yourself, and you're probably paying for it all at once, whether it's coming out of your checking account, savings account, or even if you're putting it on a credit card, now you're paying interest on it. We're showing you a better way because we believe that a better life requires a better way of using our platform so that you're going to get more bang for your buck. So that's the first way. Number two, as travel agents, most of us are in a travel agent program. It's not a necessity, but it's well worth it because as a travel agent, my wife and I, we've been travel agents now. We're coming into our 5th year. We earn 70 to 80% commissions on all the travel we set up. Whether you're going to set up something for your family, for a small group of friends, you all probably know a lot of people that travel. Well, when they travel and they're going to get the prices from whoever they get them from, what if you can match the price that they were getting? And every single time you're able to match the price, rather than that stranger getting a commission, you would be getting a commission. Wouldn't you consider that a win-win? Well, we do. And those are the type of people we like to say that stay connected with because that's how people should operate. Rather than giving your hard-earned money to a stranger, why not keep circulation of the currency in a community, in a family, between friends, so that you can support one another, whether it's this business or that business. Well, travel agents with us earn 70 to 80% commissions. But the third way you can get paid, this is an additional stream of income. We have a referral fee that we get paid as travel agents by just referring the business. Maybe I don't want to do all the booking myself, but I want our company to do it. So I just give them all the information, the company, the corporation. They do everything that I would do, but I'm going to get a commission. Now, of course, there's less. I'll get a 50% commission for the company doing the work as a travel agent. If I did it myself, 70 to 80%. If the company does it, 50%. Number 4, there are overrides. Let's just say our newest team member, Miss Sonora, she's a rock star. You guys should know that already. She comes in and she builds a team of travel agents. Well, not only is she going to get the commissions on her own bookings that she books, but because her team is also booking business, her commissions of overrides can go all the way up to 12% of override commissions. So that literally is a game changer all by itself. That's the 4th way. Number 5, every single time we set somebody, Pastor Paul, good to see you, man. Merry Christmas to you. Every time we set someone up in the business, the company pays us what we call a direct sales startup bonus. It's like winning by helping other people win.
Yes.
Every single time you're helping someone pursue their dream. Remember, they don't work for us. This team here, even though they are part of my team, I'm a part of their team because we help each other. We work for each other. They don't work for me. I don't work for them in that regard. We all have the same opportunity. In fact, anyone on that platform can pass me up any day of the week. And guess what? I'll be the main one celebrating them because we win together. And when someone gets started, that's a direct sales startup bonus that will be earned by the person that brought or sponsored that person in. Not only that, but once you have 3 people on your team, the most amazing thing happens. Your business becomes free. As is the case for myself, we got started 3 years ago. In my first month, I made my initial payment, and I haven't made a payment in that regard since then, and that was over 3 years ago. And the reason is when you have 3 persons on your team that are getting the same exact benefits as you do, you're able to have enough profit that you're earning to make your service free. So 3 for us means your services are free. Not only does it mean that, but the next way you'll get paid, we'll call this number 6, is what we call leadership override, coded leadership override. So when you have a team of 3 people and those 3 people begin to do their business and they're sponsoring other people into the business, because you have your 3, you'll be getting paid coded leadership bonuses that can literally change your whole life. It's amazing what will happen on that. Number 7, we give away a free hotel site. In fact, if you're watching this presentation, Thurston, it's good to see you, sir. Merry Christmas to you. If you're watching this presentation live or replay, get back with the person that shared it with you and ask them for their hotel site. Here's what will happen. Number 1, when you sign up on their hotel site, it's free. It will never cost you a dime. But here's why you want to do it. Because every time you use that hotel site, rather than going to any of the other online travel agencies, OTAs, you're going to save money from those prices, and you're going to get a 20% referral credit every single time you use it, which will accumulate. So those accumulative points can be used for rental cars. They can be used for flights. They can even be used for hotel bookings. You use them at your own discretion. And the thing of it is, you're winning because you're getting the points, you're getting the savings, and the person that you signed up under, they're winning because you're supporting their business. And when their site is used, no matter who uses it, they earn a 25% commission. That's our hotel site program. Number 8, not only will you be able to earn additional income as an additional stream by giving out your hotel site, which is free, but when you have a team of persons under you who are giving out their hotel site, because you are the person who got started and you have 3 persons on your team already, you're going to get hotel site overrides, which can become extremely lucrative as you build a team. Number 9, my favorite, in fact, is called, so it's good to see you, baby girl. Merry Christmas to you. I love you much. This is my favorite part because it's residual income. The residual income in our program, literally, it goes all the way up to $1.2 million a year. But I want you to not even think about that. Suppose you can make an extra $500 a month. Would that be of interest to you? And we're talking residual income. Suppose you wanted to make an extra $2,000 a month. Would that be of interest to you? Would that be something that will be worth you becoming a member of a travel club with some other opportunities mixed into it? Well, if that's the case, then you should get in right away. Here's why: because it only takes a handful of people to earn that type of income. As travel traders, you can literally have a team, much less than 50 people, and you can literally be earning well between $1,500 to as much as $2,000 a month every single month, simply with a team of that many persons. It is life-changing, no doubt about it. Daily residual pay is the way to go on that. Then number 10, we have what we call ambassador perks. Ambassador perks, man, you want to become an ambassador as quickly. My goal is the end of 2021 to become an ambassador with our company. That's a six-figure income earner or above. And we have different layers of ambassadors. That's just the front end. But you want to get there as quickly as you can, because then you're eligible to receive what we call a profit sharing. So every quarter, the profits that the company has made, they're put into a pool for all the new business that has come in, and it's split up, shared between the ambassadors. So you definitely want to be an ambassador. They also get extensive extra travel. I mean, in their travel, man, you're talking about paid flights. They've been on $1 million yachting experiences, all kind of excursions, including sand dunes, with the buggy. And I mean, they do it up as ambassadors, and those things are paid for by the company. And it's just incredible. Number 11, there's a car bonus. In fact, I'm not far away from that myself. It's a $600 extra a monthly payment that they'll pay for your vehicle. It does need to be the Cadillac, the Audi, the BMW, the Tesla. There's a few others, and it needs to be one of the late 2-year models within the past 2 years. It needs to be the white, blue, or black. And I think we can work with that. But that's an extra $600 a month. And then last but not least, number 12, I'm giving you 12 different ways that you can add income into your household. It's going to be one of my favorites because I'm about to make my first investment in Forex, foreign exchange currency. And as you learn to do that with our system, man, we have people, their money is making money. And some of them are getting into a position where they're making $100 a day or even more, simply by learning how not just to put their money in the bank, but to use Forex. Now you got to be educated on this. You got to be. It's not a lottery ticket. It's not a gimme. There's no tricks. It's a science. You learn it, and we tell you to learn it before you invest. And that's why I have not invested yet. In the next couple of weeks, that will be my first investment in it, because I've taken at least 6 or 7 of the courses, and I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing before I do it. But one of the things you'll keep in mind, we have these things called trade ideas, and the trade ideas come from the company, and they show you where they're making their investments that are wise. They're not going to lose their money, and they have, gobs of experience. So when you follow their record, you're much in a much better place yourself. So those are at least 12 ways that you can add some extra income into your household. I tried to cover those as quickly as I could. And let me wrap this up by asking our panel to tell me which methods are they going to focus on and which methods are they most excited. Pastor Danny, I'm going to start with you, sir. Which ones are you most excited about, and where are you going to put your focus on in 2021 streams of income? All of them or just a few of them?
First, I want to say, in the words of one of our leaders, Daryl Roberts, unbelievable. I mean, this is just unbelievable. No, I'm going to focus. I'm going to try to focus on all, but I need to really start nailing down the Forex and getting trained and start playing around with it and see how it can go, because it's no limit on what you can make in that. Of course, you need to know what you're doing, and this company gives you the tools to know what you're doing. You can't just go work on a car and without the right tools, without some kind of knowledge. So this company gives you the tools, and it gives you the knowledge, and it gives, and then it's up to you what you want to do. But I'm on a mission in 2021, and I put myself in place to make some changes in 2021 by the things I did in 2020, and the main part of that is through this company. I got some personal goals, got some career goals, and I'm ready. I'm just really excited. I've got a seatbelt on my chair right now because I just want to jump up, because I know this company is a gift from God, and Pastor Mel, and you say it all the time, but it truly is. It just truly is a blessing. And if you can't feel the joy inside of you, just being on these on these broadcasts and just talking about how great the company is, how great the people is, it's just I can feel the Holy Spirit in me just wanting to jump out and just want to grab hold of somebody and say, "Look, guys, you've got to get hold of it." Look, I was Mr. Skeptic. Mel can tell you, I was the most skeptic.
Oh yeah.
I thought it.
I remember.
I didn't believe it. I really didn't. I was like, it's too good to be true. It's just absolutely too good to be true. And you know what? It is. It is. It's too good, but it is true. What do we got to benefit from telling somebody a lie or trying to sell somebody a lie if they get involved with something and they're like, oh, no, this ain't it. They're going to jump right out. There's no benefit. We're telling you the absolute truth because we want you to succeed in life. And we want your family to succeed. We want you to leave things to your kids and your grandkids, guys. It's time to dig ourselves out of these holes and out of the I want to say out of the things that people, that men put on us. They're saying, this is what you're going to do. This is a box. Put us in a box. Well, you're not in a box anymore. But if you want to succeed, you have got to make the moves. God has given us tools. God has given us talents. He's like, here it is. You go do this. I've already given you everything you need in life. You've got to put some faith behind it, and faith takes action. You've got to put some action to your faith. Just don't think the mountain's going to fall from the sky. God's given us the ability, and he just, we got to make sure we are a vessel to do what he wants us to do.
That's it.
And put action to our faith. And I know I'm speaking a lot of biblical tonight, but guys, this is in the natural, however you want to use it. Sowing seed, as Pastor Mel says, that's not only biblical, guys. That's natural. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's not only in the spiritual and the biblical sense, but that's in the world. This is
everything
that happens. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. No matter what that is in life, you're going to reap exactly what you sow. So how many people want to change for 2021? Do you want to change? Because if you want a better way, if you want change, you're gonna have to come up with a better way. And this is one way for you. And I know I've taken too long, but I think I can go on for 2 more hours.
I'm excited for you, brother. I love your fire. So Nora, as you looked at those multiple dozen ways, where do you desire to put your focus? What do you want to aim at first?
Well, I think my first aim is going to be a travel agent status. A lot of the people around me are itching to go places because we've been quarantined, stuck in the house. So I want to be a part of that big boom that everybody's calling me like, look, trip, can you help me out?
Yes.
I think my son's name is Noah. And if you know the story of Noah's Ark, that's my favorite Bible story. He persevered. No matter what everybody told him, it wasn't going to rain. It's not going to flood. Why are you building this boat? I don't believe the nonsense. I've always been the person where I do what I want to do because that's what God told me to do. And this has been on my spirit for a while. But I've been pushing it to the back burner today where he almost set me on fire with this fever. I said, let me go ahead and do what I need to do. And get this. So I'm very excited about becoming certified as a travel agent, maybe move on to, being certified on the cruise lines. I'm definitely excited about the Forex because yet again, wonderful cousin has been talking about that nonstop.
Yes.
So I'm definitely upgrade through to that next year, God willing. So, but definitely gonna focus on that travel.
I love it. That's a good plan. All right, Minister Lisa, what's your focus? Your, I know you're gonna take all of it. I already know you. But what's your focus? Your foremost focus to add additional streams? You've already been quite successful, but where do you want to look at next and build on for 2021 in the first quarter?
Well, right now my focus is actually helping my team, become financially free. That's my primary focus right now. But as far as the travel and the Forex, I just love Travorium, you guys. I get so excited about this business. Sometimes I get so excited, I talk too fast and I trip up on my words because I'm so excited about it. And as far as the travel and the Forex, I'm equally into both of them. I keep asking myself, where do you focus, but I love both. I have already experimented with Forex. I talked to my son today, and he was like, "You sound mighty happy." That was this morning, and I was mighty happy, you guys. I have experimented with Forex. I love it. I'm studying it. I'm understanding it. I just love it. And I love travel. I love travel ever since I've been in this earth. I love travel. So my only thing now is to being able to open this opportunity to other people, because not only is it's pleasure, I'm passionate about it, but it's also business and it's also work. It's work. It's a lot of work put into this because it is serious. It changes lives, it transforms lives, and there are so many other people's lives out that I want to touch. So in 2021, not only do I plan to travel more, to earn more, I still work a job, so I'm working myself out of a job so that I can work this full time, and that I'm able to just not share it, but to teach it also. So I plan to be able to stand before multitudes of people and share this knowledge.
I see it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to ask each one of you to put your numbers. You don't have to do it right now. But if anybody is watching this by replay or you're watching this now, I want you to connect with those on this panel or those who have shared it with you. But Pastor Danny, Sonora, Mr. Lisa, please put your info that you want someone to reach out to you with, whether it's a cell, email, however you want them to contact you. Make sure that they can get that easily, because as we're closing out, I know for a fact that if you're connected to any one of those three persons, you're connected to a winning person. And we're so grateful, and we'll say we're grateful in advance that you have chosen to make Travorium your home and to make Joshua Generation, our team, your foundation. I'm going to end with this. It's a quote from one of my favorite authors. His name is Mark Batterson. The name of this particular book of his dozens would be the Chase the Lion. He says this: if you're looking for an excuse, you'll always find one. If you're looking for an opportunity, you'll always find one. But lion chasers have an eye for an opportunity. Well, if that's you, you know what to do. Touch bases with us quickly. There are 7 days as of right now between here and the new year. And somewhere between that space, we need to be hearing from you. God bless y'all. Merry Christmas once again. Thank y'all for sharing time with us on tonight. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.